quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CFSL, brought to you by PX1 Sports. We're here at Clemson Memorial Stadium to watch over the Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the Tigers. My name's Morty, if you don't already know me, and I'm joined with my good friend today, Valente. How we feeling, big dog?
Brother, I am feeling very good because tonight we get to witness the ACC Championship. Notre Dame and Clemson both projected to finish last in their conference at the beginning of the season, now face off for the conference crown.
And if you love a good underdog story, I mean, this is it. This is exactly what an underdog story is. Like you said, both teams ranked pretty low, but now fighting for the championship. The Tigers in control of the ball to start things off, and scrambling out of the pocket is Bojack Merriweather in the first play of the game. The first play of the game. It's intercepted. Notre Dame have got their hands on the ball. What a start to the game.
Yeah, first play of the game, Clemson trying to go deep. They're trying to put it on Notre Dame early, but they were ready for that. Clyde Thomas getting his first interception of the season and the biggest interception of the season for the Fighting Irish.
You have got to be kidding me. At the 40-yard line, right hash mark, Matt Perez in pocket. You're going to hand it off to Mitchell Davis, who swings things out to the left side. He runs upfield. No way he's past the 20. That is a 24-yard rush for MD. Good Lord.
Well, if you're a Fighting Irish fan, this is the perfect way to start the game. Mitchell Davis running up the left side. Perfect blocks, and he's just breaking off defenders too. He doesn't need perfect blocks because he's just going to fight through every single one of them.
Wow, what a phenomenal rush. First down once more, and we're approaching touchdown territory. I mean, things have never looked better, right? A handoff to MD once more, running up the middle of the field and fights for 7 yards.
Another solid run by Mitchell Davis. We don't usually see him this warm early on, but I know those legs are on fire right now. It's the perfect way to start off the ACC Championship.
Left hash mark at the 9-yard line. Mitchell Davis going to get one more handoff, running up the middle of the field for 3 yards. We're 3rd and 1, right next to the end zone.
This is a great tackle by Levi Stark, the freshman, with 10 sacks on the season. He just gets around the edge quickly off that delayed handoff and forces 3rd and 1.
One more quick handoff, could get it, but instead Matt Perez looking for a throw, goes complete, incomplete.
Yeah, that one was knocked away there. Great job by the Tigers. They're going to catch a break here after that early interception from Merriweather, but Wally Wyatt on to put for the chance to put the first points on the board for the ACC Championship.
And you know what? It might not have been a 100% successful drive, but considering, you know, how much momentum they started with, that was not even supposed to be their drive. Within a minute in the game, we put 3 points on the board and intercepted the ball to even start that. But now we're getting the ball back to the Clemson Tigers. Dante Terry with a 34-yard return. A
great return here by Terry. He was on the ballot for all-purpose player of the week, so expect a big game for Dante Terry.
First down, this time Clemson's probably first drive, right? Can we call that last one a drive? I don't know. I mean, one play on the field, but now they get their first actual drive. A good throw goes out right side from Merriweather to Mike Wetzel for 2 yards.
Much better way to start this drive. Just allow Merriweather to get settled in. You know, don't allow him to force those throws downfield, but let him get comfortable.
2nd and 8, right hash mark. Bojack faking the handoff, going to swing things out left side himself, but Red and running upfield from there, he just pushed one defender off and stormed through another. That's a first down for Clemson.
Yeah, this is a great way to start this drive. Merriweather able to do, you know, the most with his legs as well, so getting him out to the outside and letting him work is a great way to start.
Left hash mark once more. Bojack in the pocket yet again. Throws it up right side, but read like a book. TD Hurd lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, this is a great play. He's met outside there by Raphael Watson. See, he's just looking for the swing route right here. And it's TD Hurd versus Raphael Watson, and Raphael Watson getting the first rep there.
And now at the middle of the field, right hash mark, 2nd and 11 is the play for Clemson. Looks like they might go for another throw here. We got a couple of receivers on the line of scrimmage. Bojack sitting back in the pocket. It throws it up middle, but it's swatted down.
The play action on the first drive is what caused the interception, this time batted away. It brings up 3rd and forever here for the Tigers.
They're going to need a deep throw here. Hopefully we got some good coverage in the back side of the field, but sacked way down. That's a great play by Notre Dame's defense. Jamal Pittman.
And Jamal Pittman with his 4th sack of the season. Great play. Looks like Merriweather's just going to step out to the right side, right into the arms of Pittman. And over on Twitch, we have a 15-yard touchdown pass to Bradley Showers as Texas A&M go up 7-0 over Texas with 6:35 left in the first quarter.
And now punting the ball away to give it back to Notre Dame willingly this time. And it is caught at the 18-yard line, running up the left side of the field from there. Dante Reed doesn't get too far.
I'll tell you what, this isn't the perfect way for Notre Dame to start, but it is 100% a really good way for them to start. They were hoping for a touchdown on that first drive. Let's see if they can right their wrongs on this one.
And they got a lot more field to go this time. Keep in mind, that was plus territory last time they got their hands on the ball. But now, Matt Perez in pocket looking for a throw away downfield, goes incomplete once more.
This defensive front for Clemson is going to be the biggest problem for Notre Dame, especially Levi Stark. And you see him getting pressure there, forcing him to throw that one away.
2nd and 10, left hash mark, 28-yard line. Faking the handoff once more. Matt Perez gets read off the edge. Was a crazy sack there.
As Lee Russ, the Tennessee transfer cornerback, he just comes off the blitz on the edge unblocked, and Lee Russ just scoring home there. 3rd and 17 now for the Irish.
That is a darn shame. 3rd and 17. That is a lot of field to go. And with all these receivers on the line of scrimmage, surely Matt Perez goes for another throw here. With 6 minutes left here in the first quarter and a lot of pressure in the pocket, forces an early throw, but goes incomplete yet again. The passing game for Notre Dame has not been working out today.
Perez looking for Andy Johnson there. Had him open, but just couldn't hold on to that. Then you have the question of if he gets past the line to gain, and if he doesn't, do you want to go for it? But now, 4th and 17, they're just going to have to punt this one away respectfully.
Caught at the middle of the field, the 35-yard line. Trucking through one, but put down by a couple more Fighting Irish. Dante Terry with 11 yards on the return.
A solid return there, and it's going to bring up solid field position for this next drive for the Tigers.
Notre Dame's defense back on the field, and the Clemson Tigers looking for a successful drive. Would be their first one of the game with a couple receivers on the line of scrimmage. Bojack handing it off and running up the middle, jumps over one of the defenders. TD Hurd with a 2-yard rush.
Yeah, Hurd's just going to jump over a fallen defender. I believe that's Pittman, the one who was down. It was a great block, but just not enough for that delayed handoff to work.
Here we are once more. The 49-yard line, almost at the middle of the field. A couple receivers on each side. Bojack has a lot of targets to look at. And pulling one back, play action. No. Bojack's going to hold on to it. He's running up the left side of the field. Gets in for a first down and runs right into the arms. Not so loving of one of the defenders, Bojack. It's a crazy good rush there.
This is a really good run. He was very patient with it too. Faked out a defender and had a lot of open space on that left side for a huge gain.
First down once more, plus territory for the Tigers. The 31-yard line just about a left hash mark, and a lot of receivers up yet again. But Bojack's going to hand it off. That's Hurd running up the left side of the field. He shakes through a couple defenders, finally tripped up after an easy first down. TD Hurd keeps the chains moving.
This is going to be where the Tigers This is going to be where the Tigers are most dangerous, as they're going to hand this one off to TD Hurd, and Bojack can run it himself. They got a great run game, and they're just wearing down that Notre Dame defensive front.
Receivers on each side once more. This has been a very unpredictable offense from Clemson. Bojack shaking things up and running out right side this time. Bojack with a 3-yard rush.
Over on Twitch, we have a 2-yard touchdown run by Spunky Tolbert as Texas tied up at 7 with A&M. 4:38 left in the first.
2nd and 7, right hash mark, 11-yard line. About to start something big here. Bojack's going to hold on to it and run straight upfield, trucks through a defender, and makes his way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Clemson.
This is a great play by Clemson. It looks like the triple option. We're going to get another look at this. Shrugs off one. He has his pitch back there, but he's just able to run it in himself. Clemson taking the lead.
And after this PAT, which goes successful, 7 points on the board for the Clemson Tigers. Notre Dame have 3, but they're about to get the ball back. This is still a very neck-and-neck game.
Very much so. There's a lot of time left. We're just getting started here. We know Notre Dame is, fought in every game they've been in, so there's enough time and enough fight left in the Irish.
It's in the name, Val. Fight. You can't spell fight in Irish without fight. And running up the left side of the field, gets past the 30. Dante Reed with a 30-yard return. That's pretty good territory.
Pretty good territory, and Notre Dame going to have a solid starting field position to see if Matt Perez and the offense can get it going.
First down once more. Notre Dame back on the field. At Perez, a little bit farther back, not so close to the center. Going to hand it off to Mitchell Davis and gets red quick. Ouch.
That's a great play by Cooper Young, the junior. His 10th tackle for loss of the season. The linebacker just gets in there unblocked. What a hit there.
2nd and 11. A little bit more uneven of a field position. And Matt Perez in the pocket once more, needs to throw it quick. It goes complete to Dalton Wentz for 5 yards, 3rd and 7.
A great catch there by Wentz, just making this 3rd down a lot more manageable for the Irish.
3rd and 7 is the play about the middle of the field. And Matt Perez looking deep, finds a throw up left side, and Dante Reed keeps the drive alive with a 13-yard reception at a 1st down.
He's earned the nickname Showtime, keeping this drive alive. And we'll have a Twitch update here in just a moment as well.
1st down yet again. Throw out the middle of the field, goes complete. And running through some defenders there, Desi Harrison with 15. Wow.
That's a great job finding him underneath and just giving him a chance to run. Over on Twitch, we have a 46-yard touchdown pass to Spencer Beatty for the Aggies to go up 14-7 over Texas with 3:20 left in the first quarter.
1st down, 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Notre Dame marching down the field, 35-yard line. Things look good. Couple receivers to look at for Matt Perez, but this could easily be a handoff for Mitchell Davis in the backfield. He runs up to block instead. Throw goes outside, probably some forced pressure.
A lot of pressure there. Not a deep drop back either, so not much room to work with. Just sailing that one out of bounds to live to see another down.
Left hash mark, 34-yard line. And Mitchell Davis, faking it and throwing it deep, but goes out of bounds once more.
I would have liked to see Matt Perez just stand in there and try and make a play there, because he wasted 2 plays throwing the ball away. It's 3rd and 10. They just converted a second goal, but can they do it again?
2 receivers on each side once more, and a throw out left side goes complete to Andy J for a couple yards, but we're not going to risk anything. Is this a field goal?
Wally Wyatt going out there to attempt a 45-yarder. His longest 46. And it's good.
Oh! And it works through. Notre Dame get 3 more points on the board, 6 for Notre Dame and 7 for the Clemson Tigers. So again, not exactly what they wanted, but it's better than nothing. Ball going back to the Tigers to start off their next drive. Maybe one more drive before first quarter wraps around. Up the middle, or I should say the left hash mark. Dante Terry with 29 yards in the return. It's not bad territory either.
Another solid return. He's already nearing 100 kick return yards on the night so far, starting here at the 30.
Bojack back on the field, and T.D. Hurd up the right side, but gets shoved down. Goodness.
This is a great play by Kai Rainey, just stepping up and laying the smack down right there. What a hit to start off this set of downs for the Fighting Irish.
Middle of the field, just about a little bit closer to the left hash mark. And a lot of receivers on the line of scrimmage, but this could be anything. Bojack is unpredictable as ever. Jukes through one of the defenders and trucks through another, but no, he's still up. He fell on one of the backs. He's still alive. 13-yard rush for Bojack Merriweather.
Now, this is a great run by Merriweather, landing on the back of one of the defenders. Able to get back up. He's aware he doesn't hear the whistle, and it's just a great job just playing through the whistle.
Middle of the field. And again, a lot of receivers to look at. Bojack stepping back in the pocket, finds one up right side and shoved out of bounds. Mike Wetzel with 4.
A solid pickup there by Wetzel off the play action. They're going to try and work this play action here more. That's only Bojack Merriweather's 5th pass attempt of the night so far.
A lot of company with Bojack in the backfield, faking the handoff once more, but looking for a throw deep, a bullet. Oh my God, a dart hits the bullet point. Oh my God, Franco Salgado with a touchdown for the Clemson Tigers.
Well, coming into this game, he had 4 catches for 25 yards on the season, and that play right there just doubled that. What a play there. You don't expect to see the second tight end out there, and you don't expect him to see you running a deep route either, but he did just that. Salgado made a great play and a clutch play for Clemson.
14 points on the board, and we're not even done with the first quarter. Still just about 2 minutes left, but the ball going back to Notre Dame, caught way in the backfield and running up the middle from there. That's an easy 23 yards for Mitchell Davis on the return.
A solid pickup by Davis, and now the Fighting Irish still looking for that first touchdown of the game.
The passing game has just been unfortunate for Notre Dame so far. Matt Perez needs to lock in and start making some of these big throws happen. We cannot work Mitchell Davis this hard all night. I mean, he's been doing great for us so far, but he's going to need a break at some point. Matt Perez in the pocket, looking deep. He's got all day, but finally gets tackled. The O-line can't hold him off forever. Sacked for 7 by Levi Start.
Well, this is one of those things where you have a lot of time due to a couple of things. Your blocking is great, but also the coverage downfield from the Tigers is great too. And it's only a matter of time before Levi Start comes around the corner. His 11th sack of the season.
You hit it right on the nail there, Val. The blocking was great, but the coverage was just better. Matt Perez hanging it off to Mitchell Davis, who runs up the left side of the field, but lost 1 yard on the rush there.
At this time, he meets Sir Hammer on the left side. And again, unblocked. You have your tight end playing fullback right there and Kevin Wheeler, but he's just not able to get the block.
3rd and a whole lot of field. This is bad news for Notre Dame. They need to throw it quick. They need to make something happen. In the pocket, finds a target, up the middle, goes complete, but Andy Day doesn't get too far. 12-yard reception makes it 4th and 6.
Well, Mort, finish it for me. If you throw short.
Yeah, we already know you're going to stay short, and it is what it is. I mean, you find a target, you take it because you don't want to spend all day back there. He paid for it last play. So Matt Perez just had trouble getting the ball out and aired out this time once more. And trucking through a defender there, Dante Terry with a 14-yard return. That's good territory for the Clemson Tigers offense to start with.
That it is, and over on Twitch we have a 3-yard touchdown run by Spunky Tolbert, his 2nd of the night. Texas tied the game back up at 14 with 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
And here we are, first down, a right hash mark, the 40-yard line, the Clemson Tigers. Bojack fakes the handoff in the pocket. He's got some time, finds the target up left side, and the pass goes complete to Jason Johnson for 10. That's a first down.
Jason Johnson is their leading target this season, and they're just now getting him involved. That just shows the talent that this Clemson offense has.
First down once more. Bojack fakes the handoff, throws it deep, goes complete once more. The long passes from Bojack cannot be stopped. That's a touchdown for William Owens.
Now, William Owens is an incredible player. His 6th touchdown of the season. But I'll tell you what, if you don't look for this man to beat you on a deep shot at least once a game, your defense isn't doing good enough. Last week, he had a 58-yard touchdown catch. This time, he's matching that again. You gotta watch out for William Owens.
Coverage is the name of the game that Notre Dame needs to learn, and Clemson has mastered at this point. 21-6 is where we're at so far. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Notre Dame getting their hands back on the ball once more. Caught at the 3-yard line towards the left hash mark, and running upfield, Dante Reed gets 22 in.
A solid return by Reed, but none of that is going to matter if you can't get your offense going. You got to get it going sooner or later, because playing from behind against this Clemson team is something you don't want to do.
First down yet again, and a handoff to Mitchell Davis up left side, but it's decision paralysis. That is fine, as Mitchell Davis didn't know where to go when he got taken down by Cooper Young.
It's a patient run, but Cooper Young just unblocked, and Clemson doing a really good job stacking the box at the right time.
2nd and 12. Looks like we're going to see a handoff to Davis once more, but runs right into the back of an O-lineman and doesn't get anywhere.
Eric Belmont, he's just getting back to the line of scrimmage there.
This is unfortunate for Notre Dame. 6 points to 21 from the Clemson Tigers so far, but we're only in the first quarter. We've got plenty of football left. And back on the field, welcome back, everybody. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish looking to start maybe their first successful drive here. Matt Perez in the pocket, throws it real quick, goes to MD once more, but lost a yard.
Yeah, looking for Mitchell Davis on the screen, and that is Cooper Young again. I believe his 3rd tackle for loss of the night. And he's just, every chance he gets when he sees Mitchell Davis, he's ready. He's trying to put a statement out there that Clemson is back.
4th and 13 means they've got to punt this away. Unfortunate drive there yet again from Notre Dame. We just got to see some more work as far as airing the ball out. Caught at the 35-yard line, right hash mark. And running upfield from there, Dante Terry just shy of plus territory. Looks like the 48-yard line.
And Perez has been, relatively good at airing the ball out this season. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it, to start off this game.
And first down, Bojack in the pocket, throws it deep, goes complete. William Owens with a 9-yard.
What a throw, and what a hit there at the end by Kai Rainey. You could tell that they were going to go with the pass. There was 4 receivers on the left side, and Owens is wide open right there, but he takes a nice hit at the end.
2nd and 1, middle of the field. There's a lot to look at here. I mean, Clemson have been doing great as far as the drive goes. They just need to keep this momentum going, and the ACC Championship is in the bag. A deep throw goes up left side once more and put down just shy of catching the ball, but that's a lot of yards found for William Owens, putting him way downfield.
Yeah, hitting the corner route once again, just beating the coverage wide open. I'm telling you, you got to catch up with William Owens sooner or later, or else this game is going to get out of hand very quickly.
8 minutes into the second quarter. Plenty of time before halftime rolls around. Clemson not stressed a bit. First down. They're at the 11-yard line. Looks like Bojack's going to look for a target down the field and gets swatted down. Pass goes incomplete. Second down.
This is a great job by Clyde Thomas, who made the interception earlier. Almost coming down with that one again. That would have been great for Notre Dame.
Left hash mark, second down, and taking the handoff once more. Bojack looks deep, but nobody there. In fact, the pass is a little bit too high.
Great defense again by the Fighting Irish, bringing up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Notre Dame stopping Clemson when it means the most. A goal line defense and trying to put pressure onto Bojack, but not enough to keep the ball from getting into the hands of Jeff Smith. Another touchdown for Clemson.
What a play there. Merriweather just launching to the back corner of the end zone, and his receiver is going to go up. He knows he's going to take a hit, so he braces for it. He protects that football and comes down with it for another Clemson touchdown.
That is just a shame. I mean, I don't even know. I think it looked alive for a minute. Notre Dame's defense looked good for just a second there, but one easy throw. I mean, Bojack's just been on fire tonight.
Still more than enough time for Notre Dame to fight back into this one. You know, you're not even at the halftime mark yet. You just gotta air it out. At this point, you gotta be willing to get past the sticks one way or another.
And it'd be a decent return there from Notre Dame to get their next drive started a little bit farther than the 20-yard line. Left hash mark is where they'll start. Matt Perez deep in the pocket, fakes the handoff, looking for a throw, airing it out, up right side, goes complete to Dante Reed for 13.
Yeah, this is the perfect way to start the drive. Just hit your open receiver on the right side, and just a great way to get it started.
Yeah, it's a good throw. I mean, for so far, Matt Perez has had trouble finding open coverage, but whenever that's an issue, just hand it to Mitchell Davis. He'll give you some yards, 2 to be exact.
Only a couple of yards there, but positive yardage is the best yardage. Let's see if they keep this one up, though.
2nd and 8, right hash mark. And a couple receivers on the line of scrimmage. Matt Perez stepping way back in the pocket, throws it up left side, but goes incomplete. 3rd and 8 now.
A great defense there by Clemson, and Notre Dame 1 for 6 on the big money down.
This is bad news for Notre Dame once more, but they've been hearing a lot of bad news tonight. It's time to work through it. Matt Perez in the pocket, throws it deep, but I mean, I don't know who that was going to.
I love what he was going for there. I just didn't love who he was going to. Throwing past the sticks is the way to go, but it looked like he didn't even have a target in mind. He just wanted to get that one out of there. But Clemson, I mean, they're pouring it on, and they get the ball back.
And caught a little bit downfield and able to find 8 yards in the return, Dante Terry.
And so a big drive coming up here for the Tigers as well.
1st down. The Clemson Tigers looking to keep this momentum going. Let's keep scoring. Why not? There's a lot at hand. The ACC Championship. Bojack threw that still. A quick toss to Jason Johnson for 6.
I tripped up there and looked like he was going to run it, but instead he just dumped it off to his open receiver.
Why not give your receiver some love, right? 2nd and 4. Right hash mark. And Bojack stepping deep in the pocket. He's got some pressure and able to sweep his feet from under him. That was a great play from David Yates.
It's the first sack of the season for the freshman linebacker. This is a great job just blitzing and getting around the edge to where they can't make it work. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Tigers, and they're 1 for 2 on 3rd down.
And that was a rare read. I mean, Notre Dame has had a harder time trying to read this unpredictable offense from Clemson. A handoff to T.D. Hurd at the middle of the field, able to find 3 yards, but they're 4th and 9. That's got to be Notre Dame's first 3rd and out of the night.
It's the best defensive stop, or the best defensive drive that they've had since the opening interception. So now Notre Dame, you're probably going to have some solid field position. You got to go to work with it now.
The defense showed up here. Now it's time for Matt Perez and the rest of the offense to show up themselves. Dante Reed with a 9-yard return and a lot on the line here. A couple seniors that are looking to walk away with an ACC championship. Andy J, Matt Perez, Carlos Banks, Billy Balla, all seniors that want a bit of hardware before their senior year is over. In the pocket, Matt Perez has all day, finds one up right side, but almost goes intercepted by Nicholas Francis.
And I'll tell you what, he had a man down the sideline, but he just didn't put enough air under that one to get it to his receiver.
2nd and 10. It's quite all right. Got to have goldfish memory here. Hand it off to MD. Why not? He gets up 4 yards, but gets laid out there.
And guess who? That's Cooper Young with his 5th tackle of the night. The junior having a great season so far and continuing to build on that campaign here in our final regular season week.
He's had a great season, but especially a great night so far. 5 tackles is nothing to wag your tail at. A quick throw goes up left side. I should say right side. Mitchell Davis lost some yards. A 3rd and out this time for Clemson.
And then a screen here on 3rd down, which is how last drive ended. They looked for a screen and just couldn't find the target quick enough, couldn't get the blocks in front. I mean, this is the one thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to get complacent in your play calling. You don't want to be found out, and it looks like that's what Clemson has done, has found Notre Dame out.
Punted the ball away, caught at the 20-yard line, left hash mark. Dante Terry runs upfield from there for 9.
So another drive ahead for the Tigers to see if they can extend this lead.
First down, left hash mark, and a couple receivers to look at. And no, he's going to fake the handoff. Bojack's going to run upfield himself. That's exactly what I mean. You never know what to expect from Clemson's offense. That's a great rush to keep the drive alive from Bojack.
And this is his 8th carry of the game. So every time you see him and Hurd in the backfield, you got to worry about which one's going to take the ball, because they're both big and they are both brutal running backs.
Brutal indeed. First down, yet again, a right hash mark, and a lot of receivers for Bojack to look at. He's going to throw it to one of them. Quick bullet up the middle, goes to Jason Johnson for 7.
Yes, I know I called Bojack Merriweather a running back. Obviously he's not, but he is very good at acting like one.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well be, right? He might as well. When he wants to be, he is. 4.5 minutes here in the second quarter. And Bojack goes for a throw to the outside, but doesn't go complete.
Yeah, we got a few quarterbacks in the league like him, like Baron Michaels and Spunky Tolbert, same height, same weight, that both know how to just barrel downhill.
3rd and 3. Once more, stepping back into the pocket, looking for a throw up the right side of the field, goes complete, and taking it all the way to Casa de la Clemson, Michael Wetzel with a touchdown for the Tigers.
Now, what a play there, just floating that one up, and does a great job just locating the ball in the air, coming down with it, and of course getting wide open. Great play there by Wetzel, and 29-point lead now for the Tigers.
4 minutes left, and Notre Dame needs to do what they can with this drive. It is true that they'll get the ball back after halftime, but you've got to still make use of this drive because you need a lot of possessions to get back up. Look at this return here. Unstoppable. Mitchell Davis found a hole, took it, and look where it got him, the 37-yard line.
Well, this is the spot you want to be if you need to go to work, and they need to go to work.
It's now or never Notre Dame. Matt Perez finds a throw, goes complete, first down found for Dalton Wentz.
A perfect way to start this drive, finding your tight end open. Let's see if they can keep this up.
First down yet again, middle of the field, 25-yard line. Matt Perez has company with him in the pocket, but he's going to be looking for a throw. Goes up left side, complete to Mitchell Davis once more, and fights for a first down yet again.
And Notre Dame is moving here on this drive into the red zone now. Only, I believe, their first time of the night, or second time of the night.
Left hash mark, 12-yard line, just about. Mitchell Davis going to get another one. Wait a minute, that's Dustin Wynn.
And the walk-on getting in and stealing the carry there from Mitchell Davis. We've seen him get super involved in that kick return. Got to give him a minute to get some air.
Yeah, exactly. Let him breathe a little bit and let him do what he needs to do. So good run from Dustin. 2nd and 4, closer and closer to the end zone. Dustin spinning things out to the right side, but no yards found on the rush.
It's Brandon Webster's second tackle for loss of the night. And we'll have a Twitch update here after this play.
1 for 8 with 3rd down conversions. We've got to get these numbers up here. In the pocket, finds a throw, goes complete, and that's C-Jack with the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And the most reliable receiver here on 3rd down. He just hits the slant, and there's no one in the area. Notre Dame getting a much-needed touchdown before halftime. And speaking of touchdowns, over on Twitch, we have a 1-yard touchdown run by Spunky Tolbert, his 3rd of the night. Texas go up 24-17 with 1:47 left in the half.
Love to see the Fighting Irish in the chat that have not lost hope just yet. This is far from over, not even halfway through to be exact, and caught towards the left side of the field, 3-yard line. Dante Terry with the 27-yard return.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason to be losing hope right now. So there's still a lot of time left. Only a 22-point lead. We've seen, a lot worse and a lot less time.
First down once more, and a quick handoff to C.D. Hurd, but gets stopped quick time. No yards found on the rush thanks to Kai Rainey.
Kai Rainey doing an incredible job right there, just making the tackle. It's 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
2nd and 10 once more. 2 minutes, 2.5 left in the second quarter. A quick handoff. Bojack's going to throw it out of bounds. He felt a lot of pressure there.
That great defense again by Notre Dame, forcing Clemson to a third down. The last time they were on third down, they went deep. So now, what are they going to do here on this one?
3rd and 10, right hash mark, and looking for a throw way deep. Goes complete to Jeff Smith for a 29-yard reception and a first down.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to blitz your corner like they did right there, you got to expect them to go deep because there's not a single person out in the area to guard Jeff Smith, but this one's going to be under review.
Booth review. Let's take a look. I mean, it looked a little close here from my end, but, I'm way up here in the booth.
That's out.
Oh, hell no. Not a chance.
That one's out. That is. Notre Dame is going to catch a break. I believe that's out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we don't reverse that, I mean, we must be in Oregon tonight because we're on something that refs should not be on. Right hash mark is where they'll punt the ball and give it back to Notre Dame with 2.5 minutes. And it caught at the 29-yard line, left hash mark, and running from there, Dante Reed with a 16-yard return. Notre Dame still has a chance to score before halftime.
Yeah, we know where Falcon Chestnut gets the good stuff, so if the refs called that a catch, I would have known that they took a trip together down to Oregon.
Could be Falcon Chestnut in a referee's outfit. Handoff to Mitchell Davis running up the middle of the field, shaking off defenders one by one. A 14-yard rush. Mitchell Davis is back.
And he's getting warmed up, and he's staying warm here. And another great starting field position for this drive.
But this time we're investing in a throw. Matt Perez needs to get rid of the... Oh, he shakes off one defender, but sacked yet again. Timeout utilized for Notre Dame, 2nd and 17.
Yeah, I could see they were looking for the bubble screen, but it got covered up quickly. Matt Perez tried to look deep, but couldn't find anything.
2nd and 17, a right hash mark at the 43-yard line. Matt Perez looking deep, and it goes complete. No, incomplete. He was out of bounds.
And stepped out of bounds, but we're going to get another booth review.
That had to have been good, right?
We're about to find out. This is Christopher Jackson getting the foot. Oh, that's close.
That's in. That's absolutely. Look at his heel. That was absolutely in.
But what came down first, the toe or the heel?
It's a foot. They're all connected.
What?
Nah, we're lying here. No, 3rd and 3. It worked out good. That's what I wanted to see. 3rd and 3, right hash mark, and Notre Dame just got a lot of momentum back. Matt Perez gets rid of the ball, but goes incomplete once more. That's bad news, but at least it's field goal territory.
Yeah, usually when we see booth reviews like that and it's pretty close, they don't overturn it, but they overturned that one. So I don't agree with it, but I mean, the refs clearly see something that I didn't.
Well, I guess you don't have your glasses on right now, Valente. They went for it. Notre Dame went for the play there, but didn't go their way, which means it's a turnover, 1st down for Clemson.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter because great job by the Clemson Tigers, and they're going to get this one back. Devin McGuire making the 1st down saving tackle. And we'll have another Twitch update here in a moment as well.
Left hash mark of the 34-yard line. The Tigers looking to start their next drive, but runs right into the arms of Cameron Storm.
A great start to this drive, and just shy of that 2-minute mark here for the rest of the half.
And in the pocket once more. Bojack needs to throw it quick. Almost got taken out, but he barely gets the ball to Mike Wetzel for 3.
And 3rd and 9 coming up, and over on Twitch we have a 2-yard touchdown run by guess who? Spunky Tolbert once again. His 4th touchdown run of the night. Texas goes up 34-17 with 21 seconds left in the half.
Oh my goodness. Jason Johnson with a 3-yard reception, but this could be a 3rd and out.
And that is going to be a 3 and out, so Notre Dame going to get a chance to score before halftime, and that would be golden because Clemson started with the ball. They're up 22 points, so if you can score a touchdown, you bring it back to within 15, you get the ball to start the half, you have a chance to bring it within 8, and you're going to be back in this game pretty quickly as long as you can make those things happen, but it is a tall task. This Clemson defense has been incredible.
Begging for an opportunity, and here it is. I mean, you've already put out the game plan here, Val. Let's see it come to fruition. Matt Perez in the pocket and finds a throw, but goes incomplete.
And looking for his target there, just not able to haul that one in.
Notre Dame's defense has been locked in for quite some time to keep Clemson from scoring again. Now the offense needs to follow through. 1:27 on the clock, but Matt Perez felt pressure, threw it out of bounds.
And quick pressure by this Clemson front. I mean, they're doing incredible. And Notre Dame 2 for 10 on third down. They got a 3rd and 10 coming up here.
It's a lot of yards to make up for, though. Mitchell Davis on the rush? No.
Well, Notre Dame going to punt this one back to Clemson, and just like that, Clemson are going to have a second chance to score before halftime and extend their lead.
The Tigers defense shut them down for a 3rd and out. 10-yard return from Dante Terry.
And over on Twitch, Texas looking to finish with an 8-0 regular season as they go into the half 34-17 over the Aggies here over on Twitch.
But 1 minute left before halftime rolls around. Clemson's going to be looking for long throws. They've already scored twice off of very long receptions. They could do it again. Mike Wetzel with 9.
That one not going to get out of bounds. This is going to keep the clock rolling. They're going to hurry this one up.
2nd and 1. Looking for an opportunity. 1 yard shy, but instead, the Bojack's going to scramble out of the pocket, but gets flipped over there. Oh, my God.
Bubba Bala was looking for the sack there, but he just got ran over by the big bowling ball known as Bojack Merriweather.
1st down, yet again, a deep throw goes up the left side of the field, complete, and gets put down at the 19-yard line. Jason Johnson was 28 yards.
That's Jason Johnson making a great play to get into the red zone for the Tigers.
Maybe one more score. They've got less than a minute to work with, but they've got high hopes to make it happen. Bojack scrambling out of the pocket, but it gets taken down just shy of leaving.
And Nkosi Storm with the sack there. Clock still rolling for the Tigers.
They need to get back on the ball quick. 2nd and 15. Investing in a long throw once more. We've got to get rid of the ball. Slapped down by Clyde Thomas. Great play from Notre Dame.
A dangerous throw there. And he almost made a play on that one. Clyde Thomas did it earlier tonight, but not able to come down with that one. That would have been huge for the Fighting Irish.
One more shot to throw it deep. Bojack has a target, and it goes up the middle, and that's a touchdown. Lee Rush shakes off a defender to get into the end zone. 41 points for Clemson.
Well, I'll tell you what, with these drives where you're rushing to the ball after long plays, sometimes you got to make some substitutions. Lee Rush coming over from defense and making a huge play to get the ball into the end zone. The sophomore getting, I believe, his first receiving touchdown of the season. Might not be, because we've seen this pretty often out of Lee Rush.
And Notre Dame with 25 points to utilize before halftime rolls around. 27-yard return from Mitchell Davis.
Been 21 seconds left. I believe they're probably just going to try and run this one out. If they get a good run, they might, go for something to try and get to the end zone.
Right hash mark. Matt Perez scrambles out of the pocket, but gets taken down and sacked for 4.
Sack number 12 on the season for the freshman Levi Stark. Already, in your freshman year, you're expected to come onto the scene, make a little bit of an impact, show your stripes, show who you are. But Levi Stark, he's put a crater in the CFSL.
That is the end of halftime, 13-42. And it's a little lopsided right now, but I think we'll have some hard talks in the locker room, and Notre Dame will come out stronger than ever. What do you have to say, Val?
This has just been really all Clemson since the start of this game. It started off with that interception from Notre Dame and Clyde Thomas, but, Clemson after that, it's been short memory, and they've rebounded, and they've made a lot of plays. And it's just the thing that Notre Dame, they can't seem to get anything going on offense, but also at the same time, when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, they're not looking to stop those deep passes. And that is where Clemson is going to beat you the most. You see, even Mike Wetzel getting a deep shot, but especially with William Owens, who is the deep ball specialist on this team, they're just not checking for the stuff that should seem painfully obvious. And, now you're in a huge deficit. There's still a lot of time left, but you got to go into the second half and you have to play the game like it's tied. If you're Notre Dame, you gotta just change something, do something that hasn't been done yet, because it's hard to put it, but Notre Dame has looked flat, and you got to try things that just haven't been done this season.
The return here caught at the 3-yard line as Fighting Irish get back on the field. I got a chance to talk with Wookie before tonight's game. I asked him, what does tonight being a win mean for Notre Dame? And he said, a win means everything. Plain and simple, tonight is the epitome of a must-win football game. And I couldn't agree with him more. Now is the time for Notre Dame to strike back. Throw goes up left side, but out of bounds it goes.
And over on Twitch is a 13-yard touchdown pass to Jack Hepner. Texas extend their lead to 41-17 over the Aggies with 6:37 left in the third.
Perez throws it to the left side, goes complete to Andy Johnson for 8.
Andy Johnson just getting closer to the first down marker for Perez and the Fighting Irish, who haven't been too hot on third down. They're just 2 for 11.
3rd and 2, middle of the field. Matt Perez is getting swarmed, but barely gets the ball out to Dante Reed to keep the drive alive for a first down.
Now, this is a perfect throw by Perez. Even though the pressure's in his face, you got to stand, you got to deliver. You're down 29, you got to make something shake.
So far, this looks like a brand new Notre Dame. Throw goes up the middle, but incomplete.
And Clemson just playing a great job batting that one away. 29-point lead, and they're still not settling.
2nd and 10, and Matt Perez looking for another good throw. Goes complete to Desi Harrison for 4 yards, 3rd and 6.
Another 3rd and manageable coming up for the Fighting Irish, and you got to string together some of these third downs, because it seems like you're finding yourself on third down a lot, but you got to convert. That's the name of the game.
That is the name of the game. Third downs have not looked good so far. 3 for 12 tonight for Notre Dame. But like I said, this looks like a brand new team. Matt Perez, that's Mitchell Davis scrambling out of the pocket. Matt Perez looking for a throw, goes up right side, and Desi Harrison barely keeps it in for a first down.
And this is a great read by Perez, just understanding there's enough space between Harrison and the nearest defender for him to get across the line to gain.
Right hash mark. About the middle of the field. Matt Perez in the pocket yet again. Gets the ball complete to Dante Reed for 7.
A great play again by Perez, and I like what they're doing here. They're playing, they're playing slow, and they're trying to wear down this Clemson defense, who hasn't been on the field much tonight.
They have not been, but even now they look gassed out. Matt Perez throws it deep, but doesn't go complete, and the ball gets swatted out of his hands.
Sometimes halftime isn't even enough rest for as long as Notre Dame's defense has been on the field. You got to give them a little bit more time to be ready.
Here we go, 3rd and 3. And Mitchell Davis gets the handoff, but read like a book. That's a really nice tackle from Levi Stark once more.
The 18th tackle for loss of the season for Levi Stark, so keep racking them up, young man. As Notre Dame going to punt this one back to Clemson, and Clemson just going to have a chance to keep pouring it on. Ooh, that is a close punt. That might be a for the brand moment. Touchback.
Dang. That's unfortunate. It was close, though, yeah. Here we are. First down yet again for Clemson. Middle of the field, 20-yard line. And looks like it's going to go to Bojack. He's going to hold on to it and run upfield yet again. But Notre Dame know this game, and they shut him down just shy of a first down. But 8 yards is nothing bad for Bojack.
It's Carson Clark, the one making the tackle there. But it's another 8-yard pickup for Bojack Merriweather, and you're going to take those every single time.
And not a lot of pressure in the pocket. Wait a minute, he runs right into one of the defenders.
And the best defensive lineman on the field, Jamal Pittman, making another big play. When you see Merriweather rolling out to the right side, you got to be the guy to play cleanup, and he's done just that. His 2nd sack of the night, his 5th of the season.
Big sack, and exactly when it's needed. 3rd and 6. This could be bad news for Clemson. Will this be a 3rd and out? Bojack looking deep, but the ball goes complete to keep the drive alive. Clemson keep the chains moving thanks to Jason Johnson.
Jason Johnson, like we mentioned earlier, the leading target here for the Tigers. And we know that they love that deep shot, but when it's not the deep shot, they love that short to intermediate game. And that is exactly what Jason Johnson's here for.
Right hash mark. Bojack finds a target deep, but it goes intercepted. It goes intercepted. That is a huge play. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a huge play by Carson Clark, his 2nd pick of the season. And he was the 1st overall pick in the CFSL draft coming into this season. And this is the play that you want from your number 1 overall pick. I mean, this is a great way to get back into this one. They still have to make something work on offense, though.
Towards the right side of the field, Notre Dame's offense back in control of the ball. A throw goes up the right side, but incomplete.
This is a great job by Eric Belmont, just knocking that one away. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Irish.
2nd and 10. Clemson looked like they're going to blitz it here. A handoff goes to Mitchell Davis, but the defense was ready for it. 3rd and 13.
Well, here's Cooper Young, his 8th tackle, his 4th tackle for loss of the night. So he's up to 13 tackle for loss on the season.
I'm telling you, Cooper Young is a cockroach you cannot get rid of. 3rd and 13, right hash mark. Then Matt Perez has had it with Tigers games. In the pocket, looking very deep, but instead goes short to Mitchell Davis, who can't get very far upfield. 4th and 12 is where they'll stop.
Yeah, looking for the screen there. I don't know, again, if I like that play call. But Wally Wyatt looking to extend his season long here from 48 yards. It's up and it's good.
Ooh, bang, very nice. Notre Dame, 16 points on the board. Clemson with 42, but the Tigers about to get back on the field and in control of the ball as the ball's kicked back and it will be caught. Let's take a look at the 3-yard line towards the right hash mark and running upfield from there. Runs through a few defenders, finally gets tripped up.
A solid return by Williams as Clemson going to open up this next drive with probably their worst field position of the night, if I had to say.
Oh man, this is just bad news. I mean, Clemson, you know what? There's a chance that Notre Dame could make something out of this again. The defense has been looking better since halftime, but I don't know. Hands back on the ball, this much of a lead, and the time we've been optimistic before now, Val, but it's you know, the reality is starting to check in. A handoff to TD Hurd, who just trucks through a defender with a 13-yard rush. Man,
I said this last Thursday night. There's a lot of records that are on watch in the CFSL. As Spunky Tolbert with a 1-yard touchdown run, his 5th of the night, the most of a modern era in a game. Sorry, I said that so wrong. Ties the modern era record in a single game. Texas now leading 51-17 with 3:02 left in the 3rd.
2nd and 10. Towards the left hash mark, and Bojack in the pocket once more finds a target up the right side of the field. Jason Johnson with 3.
A solid pick up there by Johnson, making this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Man, 3rd and 6, and Bojack in the pocket yet again, looks deep, goes complete, but doesn't get very far. Jason Johnson with just 1 yard. Oh,
Johnson just coming back for that one, and it's a great job, I believe, by Kai Rainey, the one making the tackle and getting the ball back here for the Fighting Irish.
4th and 5, yet again. The kick deep and punted back to Notre Dame. Caught at the 11-yard line, but doesn't get too much farther than that. Dante Reed with 7.
A solid pickup here for Reed, but, you know, a lot of field to go for the Fighting Irish.
1st down, left hash mark. Notre Dame looking for a chance to get back in. Throw goes deep, up right side. Mitchell Davis with 4 yards.
A solid 4-yard pickup, but this is the time where you got to air it out a little bit more than 4 yards every play. You got to try and look deep. I know one of these receivers are going to find their way down the field.
2nd and 6, and looking for a target way deep, goes complete. Oh man, that's a good pass.
I mean, you might as well call me Nostradamus up here in the booth, man. I mean, Andy Johnson just beating the zone coverage, and you see the safety back there can't get there in time, and a great play by Andy J.
I mean, you can't blame Andy J for playing his heart out. This might be his last time on the field, so he's looking to do everything he can to make tonight go their way. Another deep throw, but this one is a little too deep. It goes incomplete.
I don't know what the playoff scenario looks like for the loser of this game. I know they're gonna have a chance to have a 3-way tie at second, if I remember that correctly. And then things get really weird. All I know is that the winner of this game is the conference champ, and they get to enjoy the fruits of their labor in a playoff draft pick.
3rd and 10, left hash mark. We got to make something big happen here. 3rd down conversions have not been good so far, but you got to uneven those odds. Matt Perez in the pocket, throws it up to Mitchell Davis, and nothing but green ahead of him. Gets in for a 1st down, 16 for Mitchell Davis.
A solid pickup there on the screen. And you see this one more time. You're going to have really good blocking up that side too, and if you're going to call the screen like this, you got to make sure your blocking is there. You got to make sure it's excellent. You got to allow your running back to try and make a play.
1st down, yet again, Notre Dame marching downfield, right hash mark. And looking for an opportunity. Play action, moves one over. And Matt Perez in the pocket, throws it quick. He ran to the edge there and shaking off a defender. Goes in for a 1st down. Kevin Wheeler making a big play there.
That's a great job just swinging out to the left side, and he makes a good play, just makes the catch and shrugs one guy off.
1st down, the left hash mark, 26-yard line. Notre Dame moving pretty quick here. Matt Perez scrambling out and looking for a throw deep. Will it go their way? Yes, it will. Christopher Jackson, that's C-Jack with the reception and a touchdown for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the night as well. Beautiful deep pass there by Perez, and this is what I said you got to do. Got to air it out deep. Can't just settle for the 4 or 5 yard throws. You gotta just get into the end zone however way you can, and you gotta unload to an explosive receiver like Christopher Jackson.
23-42. They were down a pretty good amount, but now, I mean, they're working their way up slowly but surely. A lot of ball game left, but a lot needs to happen in the favor of Notre Dame. And a return goes up. Dante Terry with 22.
So a 19-point deficit now for the Fighting Irish, which is 3 possessions to get back into this one. And, they still have a long way to go, but that is the perfect way to get some momentum in your favor.
Here we are, 1st down, Clemson Tigers. Offense on the field. Bojack's going to fake the handoff and try to scramble out, but a tackle for a loss there, thanks to Carson Clark to keep them from going too far.
Clark has had a great game. He just does a good job getting to the edge. Of course, you got to trust your defensive line can take the running back there. He just seals, Bojack Merriweather and doesn't allow him to get anywhere.
2nd and 14, a handoff to Hurd. Trucks through a defender, but falls right after. 3 yards for TD.
That's 3rd and 11 for the Tigers. This is the perfect opportunity for the Fighting Irish. Remember to watch the deep pass, because every time they've converted, it's been on a deep ball.
That it has, and Bojack's in the pocket and throws it short instead. The defense, oh no, just ran through 2 defenders. The juice fit TD Hurd quite well. That's a 1st down for Clemson.
This is a great play call, honestly, and most of the time this doesn't work. But when the Notre Dame defense is expecting a deep pass, you go underneath with the screen, and that they got to compensate for it.
2nd and 10 goes incomplete though.
And so solid job there by the Notre Dame defense to bring up 2nd and 10. Clemson still a lot of field left to go.
2nd and 10, a right hash mark, a lot of receivers to look at, but Bojack scrambling out of the pocket. He gets tackled in the backfield though. 1 yard rush for Bojack, 3rd and 9.
It's a great job by Raphael Watson. He's in coverage, but he recognizes that Merriweather's tucking that ball. He's going to run. He has a great job just getting back to the quarterback and making the play.
Left hash mark, 3rd and 9. And a deep throw goes complete up left side. Mike Wetzel with 13.
That's his 6th catch of the night. This is arguably, probably definitely his best game of the season. And he's only had 100 yards on the year coming into this game.
And a handoff. Wait a minute, Bojack scrambling out of the pocket. He's going to pitch it, though. He's going to get it to somebody in the backfield. TD Hurd was 7. You know, that's something.
I don't want to sound like a broken record when I say this, but when you have TD Hurd and Bojack Merriweather coming at you, it's scary, and you gotta respect both of them.
2nd and 3, and scrambling out of the pocket. No, he's throwing deep. William Owens with a reception to keep the drive alive. 1st down found.
And I believe this is only the first time that we've seen William Owens underneath instead of streaking down the field. Carson Clark with his 7th tackle of the night.
But you know what? At least they're utilizing the clock. That's the biggest thing that Clemson's trying to do right now. Johnny Cole gets a 2-yard rush. They're burning the clock so Notre Dame doesn't have anything to work with.
And another tackle on the stat sheet for Carson Clark, his 59th of the season.
2nd and 8. And wait a minute, we're going to scramble out of the pocket here yet again. Bojack just loves to run the ball. 3rd and 3 after a 5-yard rush.
David Yates almost had him down in the backfield, but he also tripped him up. The good thing for Merriweather is he was able to fall forward. 3rd and 3 here for the Tigers.
And that's going to wrap up all of our action for the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to work with. 23-42. Clemson lead the game so far. We've got some football left. Don't go anywhere. Everybody in the chat, put your 4s up. One more quarter to decide who will be in control of the ACC Championship as a handoff goes to TD Hurd for 2.
This is a great job by the Notre Dame defense, forcing a 4th and 1. Now Lionel Johnson gonna have to come on and put up a field goal. This would be his new season long. It is no good.
Ooh. That's a shame. Good job on Notre Dame for putting the pressure to at least make them try a field goal. And, you know, that's just unfortunate. You can't blame anyone really on that one. The ball is at the 30. Oh, sorry, the 29-yard line, just shy of the 30. And a couple receivers for Matt Perez to look at. He's back on the field. First play in quite some time. Nicholas Francis deflects the ball down.
Yeah, this is a great play by Nicholas Francis, just diving out, knocking that one away. Perfectly timed pass deflection there.
2nd and 10. Stepping back in the pocket. Matt Perez throws it a little short. That's 3 yards found for Andy J.
Andy Johnson with his 5th catch of the night, and great tackle there. Didn't get to see who made the tackle, but it's 3rd and 7 for the Fighting Irish.
Couple receivers on each side. Matt Perez in the pocket, throwing it deep, goes complete. Christopher Jackson with a 23-yard reception.
Now we got to give the same love to Christopher Jackson that we do William Owens. When it comes to these 3rd down plays, and even when it comes to these deep shots, you got to watch out for Christopher Jackson. He's just going to gash the defense right there and make one heck of a play.
1st down. Here we go. Notre Dame moving down the field after a good bit of momentum going their way. 8 minutes left to utilize and 19 points to get. A throw goes up right side, complete to Dante Reed for 3.
A 3-yard pickup there and brings up 2nd and 7, just shy of that 40-yard mark. Great job there by Perez and Reed.
2nd and 7. And stepping way back, you're looking for a throw deep, but goes out of bounds. 3rd and 7.
And he's just not able to connect with his receiver there, and it was a good play by Clemson. They just had that one covered up, and Notre Dame 3rd and 7 here.
This is going to be a hard conversion, but throws it deep. Doesn't go complete. 4th and 7's the play.
4th and 7, and I would not be surprised if Notre Dame went for this. They will. Notre Dame 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Let's see if they can pick up their first one and keep this game alive.
Come on, high hopes, big throw, out right side. Andy J keeping the drive alive. 14-yard reception and a first down for Notre Dame.
Keeping the drive and the dreams alive. Speaking of the dreams being alive, over on Twitch, we have a 10-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Blacklock for Texas as they now lead 58-17 with 5:59 left in the Lone Star Showdown.
Our Notre Dame seniors are playing their hearts out, and so is Kevin Wheeler with a 10-yard reception. Easy first down for ND.
A great way for them to reach across the line to gain 1st and 10 once again inside the red zone for the Fighting Irish.
Here we go. First down towards the left hash mark. And Matt Perez throwing it deep into the end zone. Desi Hairston with a touchdown for Notre Dame.
And Hairston making a great play right there. Perez floating this one into the back of the end zone. It's just a beautiful ball getting past the defense. And now, 2-possession game. Clemson are going to need to tighten up on offense if they want to pull away for this one.
The PAT to make it 30. Wow, look how short this game is. We were once almost 30 points down. Now it's 30-42, Val. I mean, what are the odds, right? 12-point
game. And the Tigers, I mean, they're in the driver's seat. They control their own destiny here. You score on offense and you make this thing a lot harder for the Fighting Irish.
Clemson's offense and Notre Dame's defense could be what decides the ACC Championship. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and things are tighter than ever. First down for the Clemson Tigers, and Bojack faking the handoff in the pocket, throwing up the middle. It goes complete to Mike Wetzel for 9 yards.
That's his 7th catch of the night. Still just getting those targets, getting those reps. David Yates with his 5th tackle of the night as well. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1, faking the handoff yet again. Bojack's got time to look for a target, but it doesn't go their way.
And that one is knocked away by Clyde Thomas. Another great play for the junior safety.
3rd and 1. And in the pocket, Bojack looking for a throw yet again. A quick throw to get the first down. Doesn't get too much farther than that. Johnny Cole with 11.
His first catch of the night, and a very big one, as each tick of the clock for the Tigers with these long drives just kills the dreams of Notre Dame, but still a lot of time left for the Irish to make a play.
Here we are, middle of the field, 40-60-yard line. A throw goes up left side. Jason Johnson with 5.
With that one getting out of bounds, it's Johnson's 9th catch of the night, and still counting.
Still counting. Bojack scrambling out of the pocket and almost taken down. Yes, he is tripped up. No yards found on the rush. They're 3rd and 5.
A tackle number 7 for David Yates. This is a great play. They eliminated the running back, and it's one-on-one between Yates and Merriweather, and Yates wins that one.
3rd and 5. Looking deep. Goes complete, but not a first down. 4th and 1 to be exact.
And Owens would have had a first down maybe if he just didn't, step up for that one. I understand you wanted to make sure you get that catch because there was a linebacker trailing there. But 4th and 1, they're going to punt this one back to the Fighting Irish. And the dreams are still alive. But a for-the-brand punt right there. It's going to pin them inside the 5.
Oh, man. The 4-yard line just about. That is rough field position for Notre Dame. But you know what? They can work with it. Mitchell Davis gets the handoff and runs up for 3.
And you just want to hand that off to Mitchell Davis, allow him to create a little bit of space, give you some breathing room so that way you don't have to worry about a safety.
2nd and 7, and a lot of field to go. But Notre Dame just starting to heat up, hopefully. Matt Perez in the pocket, looking deep, scrambling out and running upfield himself. We haven't seen this from Matt all night, but he's got to do what he's got to do for a first down.
We mentioned Perez's ability to to attack you through the air. But one thing that we haven't seen tonight is him attacking you on the ground. He has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season.
And he's going to scramble out yet again. You know what? Screw it. If it works once, we'll do it again. 7-yard rush for Matt Perez. He's not just methodical. He's just as violent.
They're in more than enough breathing room now, so still a lot of field to go to get on the board, but don't have to worry about a safety anymore.
A lot of time on the clock for them to work with. 2-yard rush for Mitchell Davis. We got to start looking a little bit deeper, though.
Yeah, but this brings up a short 3rd down as Notre Dame 6 for 18 on the big money down. Not great, but better than they started.
3rd and 1. And handing it off to Mitchell Davis, trying to secure a 1st down, but he doesn't get too much farther. Lost 4 yards of the rush, thanks to Brandon Webster for a tackle for loss.
And not a big fan of this play call. If you're going to run the ball with Mitchell Davis, you got to run it up the middle. You got to try it. Don't make him run laterally. Don't make him run horizontally. Let him get downfield. He's a better downhill runner.
And not so great of a drive from Notre Dame. Ball's put it away and caught at the 36. And running up the left side, Dante Terry with 15.
But you know what? Still enough time left. You just need a quick stop. You still have your timeouts. But once you get the ball back, you got to go for it all.
1st down yet again. 3:40 on the clock. Bojack lost some yards on the rush.
A great job here by Eric Vigo. He's just going to step up here on the corner blitz, and all you got to do is just bring him down. You don't got to hit him too hard. You got to wrap him up and bring him down to the turf.
Plus territory, though, still for Clemson Tigers. 2nd and 12 is where they're at. And this time Bojack's going to be holding on to it, throwing it deep, but goes out of bounds. That was a lot of pressure put on from the D-line.
And this is a great job by the Fighting Irish. 3rd and 12 coming up for the Tigers, their longest 3rd down of the game.
Time is of the essence. 3:22, throws it deep, up right side, and fighting off a couple defenders. C.D. Hurd with 4, but that's a 3rd and out from Notre Dame.
That's a 3 and out. They're going to punt this one away with no damage done. I imagine they're going to use this clock up just a bit to try and force Notre Dame into an uncomfortable position.
And it doesn't get much more uncomfortable than this. 2 possessions and 2 successful drives needed for Notre Dame to get their hands on the ACC Championship. And with the clock ticking at 2:49, 2:48, 2:47, the odds are slimmer and slimmer by the minute. But that's not going to stop them from giving it their all. Ball punted away at about the 40-yard line. And looks like a touchback.
And it's going to be a touchback, and Notre Dame going to have a chance to go downfield, but you got to do it quickly because you got to remember, if you don't get that onside kick, you got to get another stop. So they're going to try and not use any timeouts here on this drive.
2:33, Matt Perez in the pocket, throws it deep, up left side, goes complete to Andy Johnson, but he fumbled the ball away.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a good thing, as that one's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock, I believe, since we're under 4 minutes. As they're going to get a chance to reset here. But, I mean, luckily they're able to run that one, get that one out of bounds for a whole chance to reset and not worry about the clock.
2.5 minutes left. Matt Perez throws it short, goes complete, but fighting for a little bit of yardage, doesn't find too many for Mitchell Davis.
You got to abandon these screens at this point. I mean, it's only going to create more of a hole for you. And this is just a great job by Sean Cross, just bringing down Mitchell Davis, keeping the clock rolling, but you got to throw vertically.
That you do. 3rd and 6, right hash mark. You've got a good amount of options to look at. Good throw. No, it goes out of bounds here. 4th and 6.
Yeah, but now you have to go for it. It's 4th and 6, and you got to throw past the 6. There's no more choices. You got to show that you still have life in this one.
Andy J, C-Jack, Kevin Wheeler, you've got a lot of bodies that can make this happen. You got to trust them. In the pocket, Matt Perez throws it deep. It goes complete. That's exactly what Notre Dame needed, and Dante Reed tripped up after a 46-yard reception. 2 minutes left on the clock.
Over on Twitch, we have a final. Texas winning the Big 12, 58-17, as they complete their perfect regular season.
And Matt Perez looking deep, goes complete yet again. First down and brought down after the 20.
I like how they're hurrying up and not using a timeout. You're going to need those timeouts whenever Clemson gets the ball back, if they do.
1:51. Time is ticking. Notre Dame needs to strike while the iron is hot, but it's not out there. Matt Perez gets the pass incomplete.
And great job by Perez just firing that one away, keeping the clock at a standstill. Empty set here for the Fighting Irish.
2nd and 10. Matt Perez throws it up the middle to Zach Workman, but 6 yards found, 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. The clock's still rolling. They got to hurry this one up.
Time is ticking. Matt Perez in the pocket yet again, finds a target in the end zone, and another touchdown for Notre Dame's Fighting Irish.
Well, this is Carson Clark, who is for sure, well, I mean, it's only Tuesday, but he could definitely find his way on that all-purpose player of the week ballot. He has an interception. He has a tackle for loss. He has 9 tackles, I believe, and now a touchdown to his record. Obviously, his first receiving touchdown of the year, but Notre Dame played this perfectly. Yes, you took a lot of time off the clock, but now you have insurance. If you don't get this onside kick, which I'm assuming they're going to go for, if you don't get it, now you have all 3 of your timeouts, and you just need to stop them on defense.
It gets picked up by Clemson. Jason Johnson gets his hands on the ball. That's bad news for Notre Dame.
I want to put it out there that it was 42-13 at one point, as Notre Dame scored 24 unanswered.
First down, and Bojack's holding on to it, scrambling up the left side of the field, goes in for a first down, and he might take this to the house, but he gets tripped up just shy of the 20-yard line.
And he got stopped there, which forced Notre Dame to call timeout. Now they're in a very, very uncomfortable spot. They need a couple of quick stops.
And holding on to it, running up the middle and fighting for 10 yards. T.D. Hurd, oh my God.
1st and goal for the Tigers. If you're Notre Dame, you want them to score at this point.
You got, I mean, screw it, let them score. But tripped up just shy of the end zone. 3-yard rush for Bojack Merriweather.
Well, if I'm Clemson, I am kneeling this game out. You have really no reason to run it anymore.
That is true. Bojack running up the middle here, though, and he gets tripped up there. Lost a yard in the rush.
Yeah, and if you are going to run it like that, just make sure you stay out of the end zone. That's the best way to win this game.
I'm surprised they haven't just been burning the clock. I mean, with 1:30 and such a long clock to work with, I figured they'd just burn it.
It might as well. I mean, they're going to at least, well, they won't have to put up the field goal if they don't score here. So, I mean, they still are well within range of ending this game without giving it back to Notre Dame.
That's exactly what they're doing. Burning the clock down to 43, 42, and still time left. I mean, they're going to have to snap it around the 30-second part of the clock. 3rd and goal. Middle of the field, 5-yard line, and Bojack holding onto it in the pocket, finds a target up deep right side. Jason Johnson gets them a touchdown. Insurance for the ACC Championship.
Well, this is going to put them at a 2-possession lead, but this is also the best case scenario for Notre Dame. And it may not seem like it, but if they score really quickly, they're going to have another chance at that onside kick. But they need to score a touchdown very, very quickly.
49-37. And they're going to need to march up the field faster than they have all night. The odds are low, but hopes are high. Notre Dame need this win just as bad as Clemson does. Caught at the 4-yard line and running upfield. Able to find a hole and take it a little deep, but not too far. Dante Reed with 24.
Well, now you got 24 seconds, so here's the thing. If you're not going for the end zone, you got to go for the sideline. Make sure that clock does not continue ticking if you want to keep your chances alive.
But it looks like Notre Dame is out of timeouts. I mean, there's only so much that they can do to keep the clock from going. It's going to take every tool that you have in the book. Matt Perez's what could be his final drive of his entire season is upon us, folks, and let's watch him prevail. That is the 30-yard line, or right hash mark. Well, they'll start things off. Matt Perez looks deep, and it barely goes complete to Dante Reed, fighting for the ball there, and that was a great catch.
Well, this is the perfect time to get it to showtime. Dante Reed, he gets the catch over Lee Russ, and again, great awareness by Reed, getting out of bounds. So now they're in territory to just launch it to the end zone, hope for the best, maybe get an onside kick, and keep their chances alive. I'm telling y'all, the chances are still there.
That they are. 18-17. Quick throw goes up right side. Not too deep, though. Not even a first down. Dalton Wentz does find 7, though.
You got to hurry up. He didn't get out of bounds there. You just got to hurry this one up. He's going to try and spike it.
3 seconds. Oh, man.
It's the dream's dead. Okay. I'll be honest. They had the chance, but staying in bounds there kind of, killed it there.
3, 2, and a throw deep doesn't go complete. Nicholas Francis deflects it down for the final play of the game.
Now, I'll tell you what, Clemson did a great job just staying in front, but Notre Dame did an incredible job making a heart attack out of this game. I'm sure AD Logan Wetzel, his blood pressure might be up a little bit. His heart enzymes are definitely up. I can guarantee that. But still, what an incredible season from these two teams. I mean, from projected bottom of the conference to an ACC championship game is incredible. And now Clemson, projected 5th in the ACC, now ACC champions.
Congratulations to all my friends at Notre Dame for playing your heart out. It is what it is. You guys did the best y'all could. Clemson Tigers, congratulations on your brand new found championship. ACC champions means y'all will be going even further. That being said, thank you to Austin Crow, Mike Peters for making this whole thing happen. Thank you to Valente for joining me here in the booth. And most importantly, thank you to every single viewer in the chat right now for being alive for this. We've got more football for you, though, in just a bit amount of time, 15 minutes to be exact.